Hey y'all, I apologize in advance for this video being probably a little rough, but I don't have a tripod with me or anything. And I really feel the need to share this. So we bought this property a couple of years ago, and it currently has 136 blueberry bushes on it. These bushes right here, these are blueberries. And honestly, I don't know a whole bunch about blueberries, but we have some good friends who just happen to have owned a berry farm. And so that they know everything about berries. So they came out and they looked at the plants and they said, hey, these plants have been here. They're probably 10 to 15 years old. And they obviously have not been taken care of for a long time. But they said, look, if you prune them back, and they showed me how to prune them, there's a really good chance they're going to come back stronger and better, and they're going to produce awesome berries. And actually, we want to put some buildings down here. So what we want to do is relocate some of these, but they have to be healthy before you can relocate them. And they have to be healthy before you can take cuttings off of them. So as you can see, they're really grown over. We started knocking some of the grass down around them yesterday and pruning them. I got about 24 of them pruned now. There's 136 total. But from the air looking down, you can see how they planted them. And there were probably almost 200 here at this time. And I'm sorry, 200 here whenever they originally planted them. And we're down to 136. So a couple of things occurred to me while I was pruning yesterday. And full disclosure, I planned on spending the day with the Lord out here yesterday. I asked the Lord to download on me, and this is what I got. So we're probably all have heard the stories about, how Jesus and God are the vine dresser and the vine, and how important pruning is. That's not a new idea for most Christians who have followed Jesus for more than a minute. But there's a couple of things that the Lord told me. So when you look at these bushes, and I don't know how well this is going to show up, these little pine cone looking things on the end are what's going to turn into the berries. So the goal is to trim back all the old dead wood while trying to keep these intact as much as possible. And then some of them have these shoots coming off of them. And what I learned is that these shoots, the first year don't usually produce, but those turn into stronger branches that produce in years to come. And those are also good spots to take cuttings from once the plants are healthy. Listen, y'all. Whenever you're out here pruning, it can be really, really hard to decide which branches to snip and which ones to leave. Sometimes you got to make choices like branches that look pretty healthy, but the bush just has too many branches on it, and something's got to go. And sometimes you get down to branches that look like they got a bunch of buds on the end, but further back into the tree, you've got maybe some rot or a hole or some fungus or something, and it's got to go. It is not easy deciding which of these branches you're going to prune, which ones you're going to leave. Some of them, by the time I got done, there's only a couple of stalks left. It almost all had to go. And other ones, just a little bit here and there. And the Lord spoke to my heart yesterday and he said, it is not easy for me when I prune you, because I love you and I know it's going to hurt, but it's totally necessary for your growth. Now I want you to look at this bush. This bush is almost dead. There were probably at one time 200 bushes out here, and we're down to 136. And a couple of them I might not be able to save. Because if we're not pruned, if the bushes aren't pruned, they grow wild and out of control. And yeah, they can still produce berries for a while, but eventually they get so wild and out of control that they die. Pruning is necessary for life. But I guarantee you that everything that gets taken out makes room for better, stronger growth and more fruit. So, you know, when that friend that you really loved but maybe wasn't the best for you gets taken out of your life, God probably had a reason for it. When you lose that job that you really liked, but it was keeping you stuck in one place, that's probably why God shut that door. So the next time the Lord is prompting you to let go of something that you want to hang on to, or the next time he shuts a door in an attempt to get you to move on, don't stay stuck. Don't try and stay attached to that root. You let that vine go. You let that dead branch go. And here's the thing, y'all. You can't prune them just once and be done. They have to be pruned continuously for the life of the plant to get the most healthiest berries and for the plants to grow the longest. He loves us so much. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm gonna get back to my bushes.